Okay, I'm going to go through this video of the notes that we did in class today. I'm going to go slightly fast. Make sure that you use the pause, rewind. You don't have to watch it as fast as I'm going to do it. So, first question says, remember that when there's no equal sign, you're not solving for anything. So you're not going to end up with x equals 3 or x equals 5 or nothing like that. You're just going to do some operations so that you can combine things together and make it as small as possible. So for example, if you have 3x plus 5x plus 2x plus 3 plus 4 plus 5, you're going to add the like terms together until you only have one thing with a variable and one thing with a number. So you're going to add these together, you're going to add these together. Okay? So what we're going to do is the left side we're doing 2 through 12 even. Left is what we're doing as notes. The right side is what you guys are going to do as homework. So let's zoom in. So we got 4v minus 10v. So what is 4 minus 10? Well, 4 minus 10 is negative 6. And then you just stick a v on it. 4v minus 10v is negative 6v. Now, when you're doing adding and subtracting, the letter doesn't change. They both had a v, it still has a v. Okay, so for this one, we have some letters and we have some numbers that don't have letters. So what I usually do is I'll like circle or box things that go together. So the 8v goes with the 6v. But if you see the 6 has that negative in front, you're going to want to include that. And then this positive 10 goes with this positive 9. Okay, so you can see I kind of color-coded it there. So 8v and negative 6v, you can either think add those two together, 8 and negative 6, or you can just read it as subtraction, 8v minus 6v. Either way gives you 2v. And positive 10 plus 9 is 19. It's a positive 19, so we're going to put a plus. Okay. There we go, number 6. Now, we see parentheses. We need to see, what are parentheses? What do parentheses do? Well, parentheses means multiply. Well, we're going to multiply negative 7, and there's two things in the parentheses, so you actually have to multiply it to both. So I like to circle the negative 7 because some people will forget that it's negative and they'll just use 7. And then we like to use arrows to say that we're distributing, which just means we're multiplying. Negative 7 times r is negative 7r. Negative 7 times negative 2, careful, is positive 14. Okay, same thing, we're going to distribute. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times negative 4x is negative 16x. Now that is a perfectly fine answer. Or, normally, the OCD math teacher in me is saying, well, I'm going to put that 16x first. Okay, we usually put the thing with the x first. But that 16x is a negative. We're not going to leave it minus 8. We're not just going to flip them and leave the minus in the middle. That negative belongs with the 16. This 8 is secretly positive, right? It's not a negative 8, it's positive 8. Okay, so either one of those is fine. Later on, I don't remember if it's tomorrow or the next day, order will matter, but we'll talk more about that later. So 2 more problems. We're going to do number 10 and number 12. So this one, we see the parentheses and we see this number added afterwards. So we're going to distribute first. This positive 8 is just going to sit there at the end, just like it was already sitting at the end. And then you just have to add your like terms together, whatever they are. So the 4m doesn't go with anything, so I'm going to write it. But then these two go together. So positive 24 plus 8 is 32. Okay, this one's a tricky one. Negative 4 plus 7 times b plus 6. Now, order of operations, parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. Those parentheses mean multiply, so we have to do that first. Okay, so hopefully you can see that right there. I distributed the 7 in. I'm just going to drop this negative 4 down. Then we're going to add our like terms together. And that is it. Your homework is to do the matching questions on the right-hand side.